Going on to my Leo. So you have the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, Four of Swords, the Strength, which represents Leos, you Leos. You have the Five of Cups, the Two of Cups, Ten of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Swords, and last but not least, you have the Page of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing here for you Leos, right, is a lot of you Leos right now, honestly, the High Priestess, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Swords, a lot of people who, honestly, who really try to shortchange you in being, when it comes to getting to know them, they're really regretting it right now. The Queen of Swords represents how they wish that they could just have one more chance to get to know you again, but they know that you Leos are not going to let them back in, right? They should have really took that opportunity as a chance to really get to know you Leos and really just be something special for you and just be real, but they squandered that opportunity. And you Leos, Leos, y'all can go from 0 to 100 real quick, you know what I mean? And the Queen of Swords represent how it is that you told them off, and they know that, right? They were there. And the High Priestess and the Four of Swords, maybe you didn't even tell them off, but you just stopped talking to them, right? Whatever games they were playing stupid games, so they won stupid prizes. The High Priestess and the Four of Swords represents you Leos stopped messing with them. And now it's like they can't stop thinking about what could have been, what should have been, right? But at the same time, you Leos understand why you dumped them. You don't have to go out there, deal with what it is that you have to deal with, and then you got to deal with this stupid, this stupid individual that's around you, that's calling you their significant other, right? Like no one in there with a sane mindset, with a healthy mindset, is going to want to go out there, deal with the world, deal with, just the ups and downs. Sometimes you don't want to do your job, but you're there anyway. You do it, you give it 150%. And then when you got to come home, or, maybe you're not living together, but when the person contacts you, you got to deal with this dummy, that is playing all these practical tricks and jokes and all this other type of stupid stuff. The Strength and the Five of Cups represents, and this is the stupidity level, because they're kicking themselves because of this. Because now it's like they have the mentality of, why didn't they just act right the first time around? And you Leos wouldn't have to look at them a certain kind of way and not be around them. You and them would have still been together. This is how they're thinking. You and them would have still been together if they wasn't acting like such a spaz, because you dubbed them. And the thing about it is that the Strength and the Five of Cups, here they are on the outside. The Strength, they're putting up this front that they're okay, but the Five of Cups, this is them internally. They're really crying on the inside. They're kind of around their own job, mopey or moping a little bit, because they have to deal with the idea that, again, they really squandered this opportunity. They really threw that opportunity to get to know you Leos really in the garbage. And there's only one person that they really have to really blame for that, and that's ultimately them. So the Two of Cups now, the Ten of Swords, and then you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? This is all about how, since this is the case, because a lot of you Leos understand that a lot of you Leos right around now may not even have a sense of humor, that idea of, that sitcom sense of humor, where it's like, the person is trying to make it seem like they don't have much confidence in you, or you have much confidence in them, but ultimately they end up proving you that they can rise above their petty natures at the end of the day. It's like, no, you Leos understand that this is real life, and that the Ten of Swords, you're just over it. If a person has you're going to give them a fair chance, but like once once they've shown you the stupidity, you will really have a certain level of disdain or a certain level of disrespect for them, because now you know better. You know that they're on stupidness. You know that they're on, disrespectful time, being stupid, right? They're not really they're not into you. They're not into really taking this relationship, going somewhere with this, right? Even though that's what it is that you Leos are continuing to see if you can get. A lot of people are just on stupid stuff. And the thing about it is that the Wheel of Fortune is about the Wheel of Fortune now, right, is about how a lot of you Leos are just over everyone that's on some stupid stuff, over everyone, just over it, over the idea of, people wanting you to give them a try. And, they have the mentality of, oh, well, you need to spend more time with them. And it's like you Leos are almost like a Scorpio right now, where it's like, nah, because you know everything you need to know about these people. So why even continue to get to know you when you know their character already? The Eight of Swords and the Page of Wands represents just that. And this is really getting a lot of people caught up. Truth be told, this is really getting a lot of people caught up, because now a lot of you Leos have put the pressure on other people. And that's right for a lot of you Leos to really do, because, like I said, way too many people play games. And it's like, again, all these games that's being played, but at the end of the day, most people are single. How many people are really getting together in relationships? So the Page of Wands, again, having less tolerance, because tolerance and patience are two different things. You have less tolerance for their nonsense, right? And what I mean when I say tolerance, I mean, you'll obviously you need to have a certain level of patience, right? Like you're not, extreme, but I mean like tolerance in the sense that for you to allow these people to do stupid stuff, a lot of you Leos tanks is pretty much on empty. People got to show up and stop acting like, they're giving you all this pushback and talking to you about all this nonsense about what they're not going to do, and, all these boundaries and stuff like this. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these are not things that you can't do, but they got to put up all these boundaries. And, they're not going to chase after you. They find it too hard to give you a call, reach out to you, to initiate conversation with you first. They find that difficult to do. So a lot of you Leos are like, okay, cool. So let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, so to clarify the Wheel of Fortune, right, we have the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, 2 8 cards back to back, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Swords, right? A lot of you Leos right now just want what it is that you want. If you can't get someone, look, people got to be into you. People got to put in effort, and if they're not really willing to put in effort and they act, all of that nonsense, all of that, they scared to put in effort. A lot of you Leos are really at a point where y'all lost tolerance for that stuff. And a lot of you Leos are like, look, all of that, they shy stuff, all of that, they acting like they scared, they don't want to put in that, all of that is an automatic dub. Because a lot of you Leos have the mentality now that, people are too grown, to be acting like they claim that they want to date, and they may really want to date. They may be crying themselves to sleep for some people. They may be wanting to get to know, somebody, but then when they're in a real interaction with somebody where they get to have a person in their life, now all of a sudden they start playing these games and these tricks, and these tricks are automatic, and they playing all this stuff. And the High Priestess and the Nine of Swords just represent how a lot of you Leos are really over the nonsense for real, yo. It's wild. You will walk away from anybody, no matter how good they look, if they don't have common sense about them, because They know what an adult is like, and them pulling the stupid stuff is not it.